Another really cool comment, and I'm very grateful for these comments that are not, always just patting me on the back, which are also great. Thank you for all of those. But this, it's a good idea to be, somebody doing something to agitate me once in a while. The second part of this comment goes, although it's good to do technical exercises as a beginner, technical exercises is good for a beginner. Start focusing on rhythm, feel, and musicality as soon as possible. That's how you become an actual musician and not just another wanker. I love this, because who says that you're not a musical individual already? Everybody is. We think we have to learn to be musical. We don't. You can do that stuff already. Just if you have the tools of expression, which is you learn the freaking craft of playing music or playing guitar, that's what you focus on with humility, right? Just learn your craft. And then once you look up from that, or as you learn it, you basically learn to use that to express yourself. It's like learning a language, right? It's like saying to somebody, it's exactly the same thing. Language is just, you have the tools of expressing yourself, and then you express yourself because you're a human being. You got emotions, you got, something you're excited about, stuff like that, and you start expressing it because you're human. It's like saying, okay, you need to learn the language, of course, and you need to learn the words, but as soon as possible, when you're little, as soon as possible, when you reach the age of 4 and you have the basic, start focusing on expressing yourself. Start focusing on poetry. Start focusing on the musicality of the language, because otherwise you'll just be a speed talker like Klaus, right? You'll just be a wanker that just says stupid stuff. What an idiotic idea. Just have the child learn the language and then trust that it's a human being that expresses itself in the way this particular, specific, unique human being expresses itself, and then leave it alone. Learn the craft, the rest will follow. I can guarantee you that. Focusing on musicality will just make you go, I'm focusing on musicality now. Right? You don't know what you're doing because you don't have that bend under control. You don't have that vibrato under control. But once you do, that's nothing special. Everybody has it within them. And the ones who are really good at expressing themselves through this instrument are the ones that has those particular tools under control that they want to use to a degree of mastery. B.B. King wasn't a speed picker, wasn't a fast guy in any way, in any of his techniques, but he had the few techniques, the few things he was using, he had those under control to the level of absolute mastery, which meant that he could express himself through them, which was interesting to people, even though he was using very little to create a lot, right? It's all about mastery and about trusting the fact that everybody has that ability. You just need to have the tools, right? Everybody will make it happen. So focusing on feel and musicality is, how do you practice that, right? There are some exercises you can do, but like you can, practice poetry, or you can practice whatever, writing in a structured way, or, that you can do the same thing here. But basically what you put into it is you. So my best advice is to drop the thought of not becoming a wanker. It's just an excuse not to practice. It's just an excuse to say, it's just another way of pointing to people who have what you want, who have technical skills, and saying, oh, I don't have those, and I think I can't get them. So let's make a stupid story about how it's better not to have that. So I don't have to feel the drive to get it, as I feel unaccomplished, as I feel weak because I believe I can't get them, which is an illusion. You can. But let's make up a story. You either create the story of why you can't get it, or you start moving towards it, because it's pain that you don't have it. And the reason why it's not pain to most people out there to not have excellent guitar skills, but it is to some of us, because we need to get them. It's a sure sign that you need to get them. That's why the pain is there. The brain says, oh, I want that. But instead of going for it, because you think you can't get them because he's some kind of special guy or talented, you start making up a story about how you can't get them, right? Or how I should be focusing on something else that's much more worth than all those technical skills. Oh, he's just a wanker. I don't want that, so let me focus on feel. as soon as possible in my development. Just stop the stories, right? Go for it. You can.